Proposed offer for purchase property located off the North Depot Street, tax ID 100L, C parcel 0118.00.
Before this comes before the board, there was a written offer to purchase real property offered to the city. That's why it's on the agenda. This property is, I guess, better known as Occasions on the Square building, which is next door. That property is owned by a corporation, Christian Sales Inc. Based on that information, town ethics policy, state law, and conflicts of interest and my understanding of the facts, we've had 2 disclosure of personal interest forms filled out and filed with the recorder prior to this being placed on the agenda. One by Mayor Jim Sells, and based on that offer, the facts would say this would be an indirect conflict of interest due to his son owning an interest in that corporation. But I'll just read the disclosure. Since I have no employment or ownership interest in Christian Sales Inc. currently, to the best of my knowledge, the company is owned entirely by Chris Christian and James P. Sells. My son is James P. Sells. So this would qualify as an indirect conflict of interest. The ethics policy would allow him to recuse himself if he were voting, which he is not unless there's a tie, but it is not a required recusal of that nature. That would be up to him. The second disclosure is by Eloise Edwards, who is not here, but it also is an indirect conflict of interest in that her son-in-law is Chris Christian, but she also has no ownership or employment interest in the corporation. So again, it would be an indirect conflict of interest. But she is not present at this meeting, I believe, due to a pre-scheduled vacation, to my understanding.
So, you know, we talked in the past about a possibility of a new city hall location, you know, to give us some more space for what we need to be doing. And this seems to me like just a perfect place for our city hall to end up on the town square. I'm sure we have this opportunity to endeavor in this purchase. But anyway, I would make a recommendation that we accept their offer to us to purchase this property.
That'd be for like all the land in the building, or exactly what?
The building, of course, the square in front of it belongs to the city, and but it'd be the parking lot in the building, you know, just on that side. There's a separate piece of property.
That over there, right?
Yeah.
Next to you.
Yeah. What's the current appraisal? Do we know? Like,
I think it's kind of in this. It's 9,120 square feet. Is that right?
That's next.
The square footage, so it's 9,120.
9,120.
That's what I'm saying.
Tax appraisal is 951.9. It's, you know, tax appraisals typically run a little low. They're not done every year.
Right now they're running very
What kind of renovations? I mean, I mean, I know it's renovated, but as far as the office space.
Yeah, I mean, you just need some cubicles and stuff, I guess, for the most part, would
And that would be something we just have to go down
and look at.
and,
I know we're gonna have to petition it off pretty easy.
Yeah.
The way you
True,
said that.
true.
First step is just get the property done.
What would it cost us to build a building of that size?
That side.
Right now.
Maybe.
I mean, rough estimates on the park building closer to
Two,
three.
2.5, yeah.
Yeah, going up to $3 million, so less than half.
I think the location of the property says a lot for the value for the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not every day you get a chance to put your city hall right in town square, so. I think even if we have to spend a little on it, just partitioning it off, we're still gonna come out way ahead.
Yeah.
Which I guess we would still, fire and police would still stay
Yeah.
here, correct? So,
Mhm. Like we was looking at the police moving. When, at that one time we looked at police moving, if we moved, I don't know if that was a different location.
We
How
may
about the
look
water
at that.
department? I mean, are they,
Well,
or do we?
I mean, this is kind of new to everybody, but, I mean, it could be, it'd probably be best to look at it and see what would be best, the way the layout is before, you know, as far as
Decide who all's gonna move up there.
decide who's gonna move.
Would we
because,
wanna
I
like
mean,
kinda talk about like who might move there and they, or, cause we got till 9:25, right? I mean, wouldn't have to do this particular meeting, I guess.
Well, I mean, all I'm saying is you know, the fire trucks would have to stay where they're at, you know, but I mean, as far as who moves in there, no, that discussion's really, you know, would be up to you guys, how you wanna do it.
What's prime location, that's
Yeah.
for certain.
Yeah, I mean, there, I mean,
And we need more room.
Yes.
Obviously. And I think we can make it work.
yeah.
I can almost get up here.
But I did have a motion to,
You do?
I did.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Moved and second. Any other discussion?
How much
Yes.
is it? How much are you gonna pay for it? What's the price?
It was
I don't have a price. I don't have any idea.
It was 1.2 million.
1.2 million.
It's in
I would suggest
Yeah.
make the motion to accept contingent on due diligence, you know, contracts and.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll amend my motion to state it the way Kevin thought I should.
So how's it read?
Just to enter a contract subject to normal due diligence on behalf of the city.
Yes, sir.
Do we have a second on that?
I second it.
I'm sorry. Come on, you want me to roll call that?
Whatever.
Well, you're, Danny? Todd?
Uh,
Sonda?
Aye.
Brian?
Aye.